I'm unfamiliar to this place. It means I'm new to this place. We are all familiar with the term sorry. There was not a single familiar face on the first day of college. I'm familiar with the rules of this society as I am a resident here since 10 years.
Fetch. Fetch यानी लाना, दाम लगाना. Fetch is a verb. It means go and get, carry and bring back. Sold for.
The dog fetched the bone. Please fetch me the newspaper. The hard work put in fetched good results. Good advertising fetches good sales. Please fetch a doctor. China's bad conduct at work fetched her a demotion.
Sold for.
The painting fetched a good price. The vintage car fetched an unbelievably good price. Old brass and metal fetch a considerable amount at a junk shop.
Frantic, uttejit. Frantic is an adjective. It means anxious and frenzied. Frantically is the adverb form.
He frantically hid from the media after the infamous sting operation. The parents made a frantic search for the lost child. She was frantic before her stage show as her dress had not yet been delivered. Just before the examination, students are frantic about the question papers. The police found it difficult to control the frantic supporters of the quota issue. G. Gather, generous, glare, and grace.
Gather. Gather, batorna. Ikhatta karna. Gather is a verb. Gather is also used as gathered and gathering.
The magicians tried to gather a crowd. He gathered firewood.
Here, gather means to bring together, collect.
She gathered red flowers as she likes them.
Here, gather means pick, harvest.
He gathered the child up in his arms.
Here, gather means to scoop up or take up from a resting place.
He doesn't respect books. Look, his books are gathering dust.
Here, gather means to serve as an attraction for, accumulate.
Students are trying to gather contributions for the rally.
Here, gather means to effect the collection of.
Napoleon gathered his courage and set to sail.
Here, gather means to summon up.
Very slowly, the ship gathered speed.
Here, gather means to gain by gradual increase.
The lawyer gathered his wits before entering the courtroom.
Here, gather means to prepare as oneself by mustering strength to gain or regain control of. To reach a conclusion often intuitively from hints or through inferences.
I gather that you want to leave. I gather you want to resign. I gather you were living in the USA before you came here.
Here are some more examples.
My hobby is to gather stamps of different nationalities. We often attend social gatherings. Due to the curfew, a gathering of more than 3 persons was not allowed. Politicians pay money to gather crowds. A crowd quickly gathered around the scene of the accident. The gathering crisis of inflation is alarming. We are trying to gather ideas for the project. Students are often made to gather contributions for good causes.
Generous. Generous यानी उदार, दानी, dayawan. Generous is an adjective. It means marked by abundance or ample, magnanimous, kindly or liberal. Generously is the adverb form and generosity is the noun form.
She's very generous in her charity. Akbar was a generous king. She